Welcome everyone to today's English Learning Podcast. In this episode, we will speak slowly and clearly. Our topic today is one of the most amazing structures in human history. We are going to talk about pyramids.
Hello, everyone. I am here to listen and learn.
This podcast is specially designed for beginners. So relax, listen carefully, and enjoy the conversation. What is a pyramid? Emma, let me begin with a simple question. When you hear the word pyramid, what comes to your mind?
I imagine a very big structure with a pointed top.
That is a good description. A pyramid is an ancient building with a wide base and a narrow top that ends at one point.
So it is not like modern buildings.
Exactly. Modern buildings usually have flat roofs, but pyramids rise upward and meet at the top. The shape and design. Exactly. Modern buildings usually have flat roofs, but pyramids rise upward and meet at the top. The shape and design. The shape of a pyramid is very special. From the front, it looks like a triangle. From above, it usually looks like a square.
Why did ancient people choose this shape?
Because it is very strong. The weight of the stones moves downward evenly. This makes the structure stable for thousands of years. Where are pyramids found?
Teacher, where can we see pyramids in the world?
The most famous pyramids are found in Egypt. They are located near the Nile River.
Are there pyramids outside Egypt?
Yes. Pyramids can also be found in Mexico, Sudan, and some parts of Central and South America. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Emma, let me tell you about the most famous pyramid of all. It is called the Great Pyramid of Giza.
Why is it so famous?
Because of its size and age. It was built more than 4,500 years ago and was once the tallest building on Earth. Who built the pyramids? Emma, who do you think pyramids were built for?
I think they were built for kings.
Correct. They were built for rulers called pharaohs.
Who were the pharaohs?
Pharaohs were the kings of ancient Egypt. People believed they were powerful and chosen by the gods. Why were pyramids built? Emma, here is an important question. Why did pharaohs build pyramids?
I am not sure, teacher.
Ancient Egyptians believed in life after death. They believed that the soul would continue living after the body died.
So pyramids were made for the afterlife.
Yes, pyramids were tombs where pharaohs were buried. Inside a pyramid, there are long passages and rooms. The most important room held the body of the pharaoh.
Were other things kept inside?
Yes, gold, jewelry, food, clothes, and daily use items were placed inside.
Why were these items kept there?
People believed the pharaoh would need them in the next life. How were pyramids built?
Teacher, how did people build pyramids? Without modern machines.
That is one of the biggest mysteries. They used human strength, wooden tools, ropes and long ramps.
The stones must have been very heavy.
Yes, some stones weighed more than 2 tons and were carried over long distances. Workers and daily life. Emma, many people think slaves built the pyramids, but research shows that most workers were paid.
So they were skilled workers.
Exactly. They were trained builders, engineers, and workers. They lived near the pyramid sites. Religious meaning. Religion played a very important role in pyramid building. The pyramid shape symbolized a connection between Earth and the sky.
Did it relate to the sun?
Yes, the sun god was very important in ancient Egypt. The pyramid shape looked like rays of sunlight. Location and direction. Emma, here is something interesting. Most pyramids were built on the west side of the Nile.
Why the west side?
Because the sun sets in the west. The west symbolized death and the afterlife, precision and skill. The stones in pyramids are placed with great precision. Even today, it is hard to put a piece of paper between some stones.
That sounds unbelievable.
Yes, this shows how skilled ancient builders were. This level of skill shows that ancient builders understood mathematics and geometry very well. They did not guess. They calculated everything carefully.
Teacher, did they learn math in schools like we do today?
Not exactly like modern schools, Emma, but they learned through training and experience. Knowledge was passed from one generation to another. Knowledge and education. Ancient Egyptian engineers spent many years learning. They learned how to measure land, how to cut stones, and how to move heavy objects.
So building pyramids was not simple labor.
No, it required knowledge, planning, and leadership. Transporting the stones. Emma,
How
let
far,
us talk
teacher?
about how stones were moved.
How far, teacher?
Most stones came
How
from
far,
far
teacher?
places.
How far, teacher?
Some stones came from quarries, hundreds of kilometers away.
That sounds very difficult.
Yes, they used wooden sleds, ropes and wet sand to reduce friction. Life of the workers. Workers lived in small villages near the pyramid sites. They had food, water, and medical care.
Medical care, that surprises me.
Yes, broken bones were treated. This shows workers were valued. Time and patience. Emma, building a pyramid took many years. Sometimes it took more than 20 years.
That means workers spent their whole lives there.
Many of them did. Pyramid building was a lifetime project. Role of the pharaoh. The pharaoh was the center of everything. People believed the pharaoh's life after death would protect the whole country.
So people helped willingly.
Yes, they believed they were serving a sacred purpose. Symbol of power. Pyramids were also symbols of power. They showed how strong and rich the kingdom was.
So other countries could see their power.
Exactly. Pyramids sent a message to the world. Different types of pyramids. Emma, not all pyramids look the same. Some are small. Some are large. Some have steps.
Why steps?
Step pyramids were early designs. Later builders improved the shape and made smooth-sided pyramids. The first pyramid in Egypt was the step pyramid of Djoser.
Was it successful?
Yes, it was a big achievement at that time and inspired future pyramids. MISTACOES and learning. Not all pyramids were perfect. Some collapsed or cracked.
Why did that happen?
Builders were still learning. They corrected mistakes in later pyramids. Weather and time. Desert weather helped preserve pyramids. Dry air protected the stones.
Would they survive in rainy places?
Probably not as well. Nature also played a role in their survival. Pyramids in other cultures. Emma, pyramids are not only Egyptian. Other cultures built pyramids too.
Were they used the same way?
Not always. Some were temples. Some were used for ceremonies. COMPARING pyramids. Egyptian pyramids usually have smooth sides. American pyramids often have steps.
But the idea is similar.
Yes, humans everywhere wanted to build something that reached the sky. Human dreams. Pyramids show human dreams. They show our desire to create something lasting.
Something that stays even after death.
Exactly, Emma. Continuing thought. When we look at pyramids today, We are not just looking at stones. We are looking at human effort, beliefs, and imagination frozen in time.
It feels like history is still speaking to us.
Yes, and there is still much more to understand. When history speaks to us through pyramids, it reminds us that humans have always wanted to leave something meaningful behind.
Teacher, do you think pyramids were built only for the past? Or do they still matter today?
They matter even today, Emma. Pyramids help us understand how civilizations grow, how peoples think, and how knowledge develops over time. Pyramids and modern science. Modern scientists study pyramids very carefully. They study their angles, their stone placement, and their alignment.
What do they learn from that?
They learn about ancient mathematics, engineering skills, and problem-solving methods.
So pyramids are like ancient textbooks.
Yes, that is a very good way to describe them. Technology vs. ancient skill. Today we have machines, cranes, and computers. But ancient builders had none of these.
Yet they still built something so perfect.
Exactly. This teaches us that intelligence is not only about technology. It is also about patience, teamwork, and planning. Teamwork behind the pyramids. Emma, pyramids could never be built by one person. They required thousands of people working together.
So everyone had an important role.
Yes, stone cutters, transport workers, planners, engineers, and laiders all worked as one team. Discipline and organization. Ancient Egyptian society was highly organized. Work schedules were planned carefully.
That sounds very modern.
In many ways it was. Good organization helped them succeed. Pyramids and time. Think about this, Emma. Empires rose and fell. Languages disappeared. But pyramids remained.
That makes them feel timeless.
Yes, they connect the ancient world with the modern world. Emotional impact. When people stand in front of a pyramid, they often feel small.
Because the pyramid is so big.
Not only because of its size, but because of its age and the human effort behind it. What pyramids teach us about life?
So nothing meaningful is built quickly.
Exactly, Emma. Whether it is a building, a dream, or a life goal, patience is essential. Simple reflection. Let us pause for a moment and reflect. Pyramids are not just stones stacked together. They are stories of hope, faith, and ambition.
I feel like I understand pyramids much better now.
That makes me very happy to hear. Final summary, beginner friendly. Let us remember the key ideas in simple words. Pyramids are ancient structures. They were built mainly for pharaohs. They were connected to religion and the afterlife. Their shape made them strong and long-lasting. They show human intelligence and teamwork.
It is amazing how much history one structure can hold.
Yes, pyramids are silent, but they have a lot to say. Natural YOUTUBE podcast ending. Thank you for staying with us till the end of this episode. We talked about pyramids slowly and clearly, so that everyone could follow along.
I truly enjoyed learning about pyramids today.
If you found this conversation helpful, don't forget to like and share this podcast.
Your support helps us create more simple and educational content like this.
Until next time, keep learning, keep listening, and stay curious.